Well, hello there, everybody. You may be wondering what the hell this is. Well, I kind of felt like doing a random any percent run of Banjo-Tooie, and I screwed up already, because apparently there's a line that basically goes across that first section that you start in, where you can skip this cutscene, and it saves a decent amount of time. I don't really know. It's not a huge deal. I'll probably just, like, every time I play the game, just, like, go through the cutscene the normal way, like you're supposed to. But yeah, I just sort of felt like running this game today. That you'll probably see me break the living crap out of this. This is probably gonna be a three-part thing, and my TV is very loud. Holy crap. Actually, it wasn't even that loud. It was at, like, 5 volume, but whatever. Sorry, I'm listening for something. Okay, no, that's my washing machine. I thought that was my garage door, which would mean that my mom is home, which would mean I would probably have to stop this right now. Apparently all text that's not tied to a cutscene like that, you can just skip by pressing L, R, and B, and I didn't know that until very recently. Also, this is the easiest of all of Klungo's forms. Basically, you have to fight Klungo 3 times in this game. And he's one of 2 bosses that you have to fight in this run. Well, actually 3 technically. So, of the 5 fights that you do in this run, 3 of them are Klungo, which is kind of like, it's kind of brutally murdering him if you ask me. I forgot to pick up eggs right at the start, so I can't shoot him with an egg. The funny thing is you can actually kill him with an egg, just like a lone blue egg. And if you hit him 3 times with one of those, then he will die, and he will be sad. And he will cry, "Ever Tim. Oh, ever Tim." But yeah, I do have a timer going just to see how fast I can do this. And you can skip a lot of the text in this game. I'm gonna be skipping all the cutscenes just basically because, like, this is supposed to be like a speedrun attempt. I know somebody's gonna come across this at some point and be like, "Oh my god, this guy is terrible at this game. He can't speedrun for crap because he just picked up honey." And what the hell is the point of that? I'm also not playing in widescreen mode, and the reason for that is I believe the game actually lags more in widescreen mode. I could be wrong, but I could also be right, so yeah. I'm gonna grab this silo here because that's gonna be useful later. I'm not very good at skipping the text while still, like, maintaining speed. Also, apparently, jumping up hills and stuff like that is faster. And this game is notoriously laggy, so apparently, like, in an actual speedrun of this game, the main goal that you want to do is, like, reduce the lag as much as possible, which is very, very difficult. But if you don't know, this is one of my favorite games. Actually, as of late, I've sort of tried to re-establish what are some of my favorite games. And you know what? I would honestly probably put this at, like, number 2. Because this is one of those games that I feel like I could never get sick of, no matter how much I play it. It's just, like, really, really freaking good. It's ridiculous how good this game is. And it's because it's so charming. Like, there's games like DK64, and it has its charms, yeah, but in all honesty, as of late, I would sort of think that I would put this above DK64, and you can't skip this because it's tied to a cutscene. Any text that's tied to a cutscene like this, like when your character's moving, you can't skip. But I did watch a speedrun of this yesterday. Actually, no, I watched a speedrun of this morning. What am I talking about? And I found out a couple tricks. First of all, you can skip this cutscene, and I was picking at a thing on my leg. So while I was sleeping last night, I randomly got this giant cut on my leg, and it's distracting me. But there are certain ways of doing things in this game that are kind of broken. For example, this, if I can do it right. There we go. Yeah, you can skip a cutscene that takes a little while if you get up there by doing that. I found out the beak bomb method of getting up ledges and stuff like that. It's very, very helpful because you can skip a lot of things with that. Actually, I think that's the only thing you can skip, but getting up ledges is a little bit quicker with that. But yeah, you have to talk to this guy, and you can skip the entire thing because he'll just let you in. And screw you, Master Jiggy Face, whatever the butt. And yeah, I don't know, you could kind of break this game entirely, because this is a game that, like, 100% run, I don't think I've ever beaten in under 10 hours. That's probably a lie. I might have done it in, like, just under 9, I think, if I recall correctly, which I probably don't. But either way, like, you can break this game so much, it's just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if you can skip this text. Oh, you can. That's nice. There's a lot of RNG in this game also. If you don't know what RNG stands for, it's random number generation. And basically, what it entails is, like, basically a random number generator will generate the puzzle that you have to solve. So it makes it more difficult if you're trying to actually speedrun. I did that like 5 seconds slower than the speedrun that I watched, because the speedrun that I watched, the guy did that puzzle in 92 seconds, I remember. And I only remember that because it's the only puzzle that you have to do in the game. I also found out that if you're opening a world, if you reset the machine about 2 seconds after the screen turns white, I'm not going to be doing that. No save and quit for this. But if you reset the machine about 2 seconds after it turns white completely, the game autosaves the first time, so not this time right now, but the game autosaves, so you can just press the reset button on the machine, and it will actually be quicker to get to the next world if you do that. I think that works for Jolly Rogers and Pterodactyl Land, and I think those are the only two that it's actually faster to go that way as opposed to, like, going the regular way, because I think you open more than one world at a time for the rest of them. There's also a weird little cutscene that plays if you, not cutscene, it's a little text box that plays if you get near one of those signs. Well, we're gonna use those signs to damage boost, because why the hell not? I don't know if you need that silo, by the way. Couldn't hurt, because I don't know, why the hell would it? Why the hell would that actually hurt you? Like, seriously. I like to get this warp because screw everything, I have money. Screw the rules, I have money. Yes. Now the hardest thing in this run is collecting enough notes. In order to... Crap, I screwed that up. That's the sign that you're supposed to damage boost off of, because you're supposed to suicide with Mumbo into the sign where you get the explanation and you actually skip taking fall damage because of that. And apparently that saves like a very minimal amount of time. But getting notes is the most difficult thing in this run, because there's the last move that you're required to get that requires 505 notes, and you only have to go to 6 worlds. So in order to, like, get in and out of all these worlds as fast as humanly possible, it's best to go and do a thing. I can't think this morning, holy crap. If you're wondering when I'm recording this, this is September 29th at about 9:30 in the morning. So yeah. No, it's not 9:30. It's 8:30. I'm stupid. What the hell's wrong with me? I should probably... Oh, you can't skip this. Yes, I want Mumbo's help. There, I can skip that. Yeah, but this is one of my favorite games, and it's kind of funny to just completely and utterly just break it like this. Screw you, Mumbo. Nobody wants to hear what you're saying. Mumbo sucks because he's very, very slow. He's much slower than Banjo. He's much slower than Kazooie. And he's just sort of a waste of air and space. And so is Jam Jars, except he gives you moves, and that's the way to break this. And it's just by getting all the moves. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going to every world where I need a move, and then getting that move and immediately leaving. And sometimes I'll go and get extra notes that are out of the way or something like that. But yeah, you're supposed to land in front of that sign, so you don't have to take damage. They're worth a mighty 20 notes. Hope this works, yeah. It'll work, don't worry. You can summon the Golden Goliath. Now this is probably the only instance where it's actually faster to reset. Well, I think it's actually save and quit than to actually go through with what you're doing. And I'm pretty sure it only saves like maybe a second. And if you lag the game the proper way, then it doesn't save any time. So yeah. You might be able to walk back with the Golden Goliath in the time that it takes, but the game will probably lag more anyways, so it'll probably take more time overall. Not that it really matters that much. I'm not too worried about, like, saving frames or anything like that. This isn't gonna be, like, a legitimate speedrun or anything like that. I just watched a speedrun, and that's why I'm like, oh, I want to do all these speedrunning tactics and stuff like that. That is the second time I've had the white Jinjo appear there in a row. Like, what the hell? That's so random. Also, you want to get the warp here, because, it saves time later. Basically, I'm gonna be warping right here, and then getting the moves. Actually, no, I can't, because I have to go and get the first-person shooter move, whatever the hell that is. I don't remember what it actually is. I'm gonna see if walking across the mud and just going back is faster. It might be. I'm not entirely sure. Look how deep this mud is, like, hip deep. And even if it was like a normal-sized person going through that mud, that would still be freaking terrible. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand right here, because it's not gonna be faster. I'm just gonna wait. This Golden Goliath, like, why? Why was I revived? Oh, why? What the hell? But yeah, I think I have a problem, because this is the second time I've played and beaten this game in 2 days, which is pretty bad. I mean, that's some pretty addictive behavior right there. I don't know why I started walking up. It's faster to go down and then just warp, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I like warping in this game. It's a lot of fun. Because that's one of the best features they put into this game, actually, is the warp. I have a cut on my gums and it's bugging me. Sorry, if that's why I'm talking kind of weird, that's why. It's like, it's like right where my 12-year molar is. On the bottom right side, like right at the right where the tooth is. I think it might actually be something caught in my teeth, so I'm probably gonna floss thereafter. Which is a very awkward spot because it's like behind. And it's like really irritating. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting distracted by it. I probably shouldn't be, but whatever. I'm not too worried about like commentary or anything like this. I actually wasn't going to commentate this run. And by the way, the reason that the music may or may not be weird at this point is because I was originally just planning on not commentating this. But I heard the music and I was like, eh, why the hell not? Wow, how the hell did I not take damage there? That was some elite skills going on in this shiznit right now. But yeah, that might actually be faster than going and warping. I'm not entirely sure. But the thing behind this is that the only time that you actually need to go and see Jiggy Wiggy in this run was the first time, and we've already gone through that. Also, Jam Jars has a random chance of hitting his head on the silo and costing you about 5 seconds a time, which, that's another RNG thing in this run. The third and most major RNG thing in this run is, it's the Tower of Tragedy quiz. And the Tower of Tragedy quiz is a very, very creative way of doing an auto-scroller in a game. Skip the text. I'm very bad at egg shooting in this game, by the way. I'm not going to pretend to be the best or anything. But we're going to type in three cheats here. And yes, I know this is cheating. But this is actually a category called Cheato%. And the first thing we're going to be doing is Super Banjo. Where's the end? There's the end. Don't be surprised if I type one of these in wrong, too, at least once. The Super Banjo cheat makes Banjo run really fast, and it's very, very awkward. The awkward thing is about this, I totally missed. The awkward thing about this cheat chamber is that, you actually don't get the cheats activated as soon as you type them in. You actually have to go and turn them on. Honey King There we go. That's infinite health. And the last one that we're going to be doing is the longest, which is the one that breaks the game completely. Now, there's probably ways to clip into each of these levels without this cheat, but this cheat basically allows you to get into every level. It's Jiggy Wiggy. And this is the part that I suck at. S P E C I A L. There we go. Jiggy Wiggy Special. That is the thing that completely breaks this run. Basically what that one does is opens all the levels for you. So Fast Banjo, that was Super Banjo. All Health and Energy was Honeyking, and Jiggy Wiggy Special was Opens All Worlds. And as you could probably tell at this point, I am moving ridiculously fast. Like, just look at this. The game can't even keep up half the time, and that's the funny thing. And that's what I think is the weirdest thing about this run. Now I'm at about 16 minutes. So basically what we're going to be doing from now on is going into the first 6 worlds, not in order, mind you, and going and basically breaking the entire game. The way that I did this yesterday, I had exactly enough notes when I got to Grunty's Industries to get the last thing. I also believe that you can do the beak bomb thing to get up here. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, you could just grip grab up there. Okay. Well, that saves some time, too. So you don't have to grip grab all the way around. That's kind of cool. But this is probably one of the more nerve-wracking spots, and I died. Oh well, I need to go back to Jinjo Village anyways at some point, preferably like earlier in the run, so that actually kind of helps. But unfortunately I didn't get the silo. I was gonna actually suicide to get there, but yeah, it doesn't always work out. But the reason we need to go back is for this treble clef. Alternatively, I could get the one in Jolly Roger's Lagoon, and I probably will anyways, just to be sure that I have enough notes wherever I'm going. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. Plus, I could save some time in Pterodactyl Land by going and getting that treble clef. Or somewhere else, I'm not really too sure. Anyways, let's go back to this area here. Now, I honestly think the Isla Hags music is some of the most underrated music in video game history. I'm going to have to do this to get up. Maybe, maybe not. Dude, you got up last time, like, what the balls? Okay, there we go. That was weird. That still probably saved time from, like, going the regular way. Now I'm just gonna do the regular walk up here because I don't want to die this time. But yeah, I find this to be, like, the most nerve-wracking place to walk in the entire game. I screwed that up again. This sign is very finicky in getting up here. It's surprising. Dude, stop sucking at this game. Like, seriously. But yeah, we're gonna go over in yonder direction here because we're actually skipping a world. And by skipping a world, you miss out on 100 potential notes. So if you get more notes early on, then you're gonna be better off. So you see, you only need 45 for this right here, which is fire eggs, which we're probably only gonna be using once. Because fire eggs are probably the most useless eggs out there. But they can potentially be useful. Also, that silo is completely useless unless I die, which I'm probably not going to. And I did the DK64 method of getting out of first person. I'm very used to playing DK64, and the thing is the control for this, for pulling out your gun in DK64 is the same as doing the Talon Trot. That's going to be a useful silo later, because we're going to need to go right from Jolly Rogers to here. Now get grenade eggs. Now the run I actually watched of this, they didn't get grenade eggs until... Actually, they didn't get them at all. They didn't get grenade or ice eggs. But what I like to do down here is I like to go down in yonder direction and get these notes. Now, the reason I swim in first person, and I know this could be nauseating if you're watching the video, and if so, I apologize, but I just feel as though, like, it lags the game less. I'm not entirely sure if it actually does, but as you can see, like, I didn't open Witchy World. I only have one Jiggy, and it's open. So yeah, Jiggy Wiggy Special totally breaks the entire game. But the run I watched, the guy was practically suicidal because he didn't get Honeyking, and he went down in Jolly Roger's Lagoon. I used the wrong eggs, but I'm not too worried about it. Now just do this right here, and get these notes. Oh, Jesus, that was way too close to falling off. Hey, there's the kid. Those kids will appear in random spots. It's like a fixed number of random spots. But what we're going to do is we're going to go around this area clockwise, where we are at the bottom of the clock right now. So we're at 6 o'clock. We're going to go to 9 over here. Grab these notes and go in here. This is a very exact run. Like, if I do this properly like I did yesterday, I will have exactly enough notes to go and get through this area. I'm probably going to split this up after the fact, by the way, so it's not going to be, like, precise or anything like that. I like to go in here and get these notes first because I usually forget if not usually because I've only done this once before, but, like, I probably would forget if I didn't get them beforehand. The thing I like about this game is there's no crap blocking your screen, and I already got those notes, so don't need to go into first person, Banjo. Oh, also don't need to do that. Now, Glitter Gulch Mine is also, like, the only reason to go into Glitter Gulch Mine is to get the train. Don't need those. Just need the move, Jam Jars. Give me the goddamn move. Give me the thorns. Now, unfortunately, I have a drink here, and I probably won't have any opportunity to drink it. I don't know why I got that. I just sort of felt the need. Did I get those notes over there? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. Now, the only other thing we actually need to do in this world is A, get more notes, and B, go and do something with Banjo, and that thing with Banjo is getting his move. I have a surprising number of notes for where I am. I think I have more than I did last time. And there's the girl child. So yeah, you just want to split up here. And we're gonna go get Banjo's double jump, which is freaking awesome. I love in that explanation, the first time you split up, Jam Jar says, like, go to a swap cloud, but the game never explains what a swap cloud is. It's like this cloud of sparks that just sort of randomly appears. Okay, I haven't gotten him to hit his head yet, which is good. Also, I think a way of getting out of this world faster is just sort of killing yourself. But I need 5 notes on the way out, so that's not very helpful. And yeah, I think that's the girl that wants fries, and then you have to attack her or something like that. I don't remember. That's one of the worst jiggies in the entire game. Oh, thank God that guy didn't hit me back into there, because that would have been annoying. Another RNG thing is the enemy placement, which can cost you a lot of time in a run like this. There we go, 240. I think I got every single note in that world. No, I didn't. I'm missing 80. I didn't get the treble clef. Well, sorry, I'm not missing 80. I got 80. I'm missing the treble clef. But believe it or not, it's actually faster to walk than to take the silo, because the silo, you have this big, like, introduction thing, and then you have to jump into the silo. Well, you have to wait for it to open, and then you have to jump into it, and then you have to, like, go through the scene where it shows you the worlds, and then you have to go and do some other shit, and you pop out of the silo, and I think the loading time is also slower if you jump in. But yeah, Banjo's double jump right there. I'm not terribly amazing at executing it, but it's just sort of ridiculous. It's also ridiculous how fast Kazooie walks on her own, because she's so fast, like, in the regular game, and you have her, like, on super speed. And now we're gonna go get ice eggs, which are arguably the most useful eggs in the game, for me at least. I'm probably gonna put this up, like, a few days in advance. Maybe on the day Smash Bros comes out, I don't actually know. I want that game. I want to play that game. Like, I really do. That game looks so good. And I wasn't really, like, super hyped for the 3DS version until I played the demo. And it was so good, and I was not disappointed at all. It was, like, ridiculous. Now we're gonna do something that's probably unnecessary. Getting that silo, first of all. And, basically going and opening the bridge to Hailfire Peaks. Now you may ask, what is the point of this? Well, 20 notes is the point of this. You see notes over there. Need those notes. Definitely necessary. The funny thing is, like, just how much you break this game, because this is like an 8 to 9 hour... For a regular person who doesn't know this game, like, perfectly, it's probably like 12 hours. Dude, I don't want to hear your shit. I know this is like a note door that I have open, actually. I could go into Hailfire Peaks, but we're not going to in this run. It's not necessary. Even though it's like arguably the best world by a lot of people's standards, I think this is the best world personally. But what we're going to be doing here is I went the wrong direction. I probably have enough for sub-aqua aiming, but whatever. The only point of getting sub-aqua aiming is to get 10 notes, which are decently necessary. Alternatively, I could just get the treble clef, which would probably be faster, actually. But whatever. I don't really care that much. I'm doing pretty well, though. I'm at 25 minutes. And, well, just about 26 minutes. And at Jolly Rogers, which is pretty good, actually. But there's a bunch of notes scattered around town here. I'm gonna get them all. There's these ones in the window here. Whoa-hey! This is the whoa-hey world, I believe. I believe that fat dude is the dude who just screams like whoa-hey all the time. He doesn't scream it, I know, but like still. It's just like mildly ridiculous way of expressing joy or whatever. And the only reason why we need to go here, this move is actually well, the main thing that we're getting here is not required to beat the game. I can't skip this cutscene. Well, whatever. Actually, the main move we're going to be getting here is the Talon Torpedo, which is required to get past a certain point in the game, because there's a wall in the water by Witchy World that I went into to get those 10 notes that you need to break. What am I doing? Get up there. Stop being a twat hammer and climb, Banjo, climb. Ride, Captain, ride on your victory ship, or whatever the hell the thing is. And we're getting close to fighting Klungo the second time. We need to get one more move, which is one more move that's actually required for the final world. But we need to go to Pterodactyl Land and to Grunty's Industries. And the point of going to Pterodactyl Land is so you can get to Grunty's Industries. And the point of going to Grunty's Industries is so you can get to the Cauldron Keep, which is where the final boss is, so you could probably see why you want to go to Grunty's Industries. Now, unfortunately, the way that I do this, there's a glitch wherein if you throw a Clockwork Kazooie egg into a door at the same point as getting hit, then you actually are able to basically warp into the area that you go into, and that's how you're supposed to get into Grunty's Industries. It's a decently difficult trick to pull off, but I'm not going to be doing that because that's not explicitly, like, programmed into the game. As I said, no glitches or anything like that. Cutscene skips, I believe, are allowed in the way that I'm doing this. I think I hit that thing. No, I didn't. Die. There we go. And then grab these notes, and then get this guy and grab his notes. And there's another dude in the next area, which I'll probably go and get his notes too. Ice eggs are a godsend in this game because they're the things that I use to kill the final boss. Can I hit that guy from here? Apparently not, because I suck. Dude. There, I got him. Okay, last time I did this, I actually got him without getting hit at all. And the only problem with getting hit with infinite health is that it knocks you back, and it's kind of annoying. Slows you down, and you don't want to be slowed down if you're running this. 29 minutes, which is definitely not bad. The speedrun I watched finished this world in 22, I believe. Hey, look, that guy has the Jiggy. That's kind of random. But we're going to go over here and get this treble clef. I believe it's actually faster to Talon Torpedo this, but I don't trust myself with the Talon Torpedo. Plus, I would have to, like, go back and take the warp, and it would be kind of annoying. I suck with the Talon Torpedo, let's just say that. And now, I don't need to get the treble clef in Glitter Gulch Mine, I believe. So I should be okay. Hopefully. I'm probably going to run through Glitter Gulch Mine in the way that I run past it. Actually, I might not, because there's like 3 main areas where you're supposed to get a lot of notes. I believe if you have 490 coming out of Glitter Gulch Mine, then you're okay. Reduce the lag. There we go. And yeah, the sub-aqua aiming is very useful for getting those 10 notes. And if I didn't get them, then I would be screwed. Actually, I probably wouldn't be because, yeah, but Go talk to Jam Jars, because why the hell not? Talon Torpedo, here we go. And now we just need to leave the world, because screw this place, even though it's got the best music in the game. Which, specifically, like, not this specific version of this music, but like the Atlantis music in general, is just very, very good. Like, it's just ridiculous how good that music is. And the last time I did this, when I did this yesterday, I actually forgot to warp out of here. I just swam, which was very, very slow. Just move on to the pad and press B to warp, which is annoying because it's underwater and you have to swim and it's just awkward, okay? I don't need money. I have something. What the balls am I saying? And now we're gonna go fight Klungo again because why the hell not? This seems like a good time to cut the video, so bye.